It's, they have a grant in El Paso going to this thing. It's for farmers, and they're the lowest paid workers. And then they have to get trained to do things that'll make it easier for them. They're the most important workers. You don't eat, you die. Uh-huh. Who needs a fucking phone if you don't eat, right? Who needs a fucking car if you don't eat, right? Farmers are treated the worst. Farm workers, migrant farm workers. Okay. You don't eat, you die. Okay. Remember that one guy from the CIA telling me that in service that there's no money in grocery. Said if there's no grocery, there's no money. Okay. You don't eat, you die. All right. Money's not real. Food is. Okay. So just forgive debt and trespass, love one another, eternal faithful peace. But it doesn't seem like you guys are going to do that. It seems like the eternal spirit of the Lord is going to get the technology to understand, because human beings just don't seem capable of radical change, like Judah Krishnamurti talked about. Why don't you change? You can't love your own children or you'd end all wars. And, you can't get people that talk about love and then say that, they believe, we're not doing things to destroy the planet and we can't do enough things to destroy the planet and make it inhabitable, where it's not habitable for human beings, right? You got to be kidding. You actually believe that shit? You believe Jesus is a magic God that's going to come from the sky and magically fix it all for us, that all the people that believe he's a God. But if there's one person saying, let's live his commands to save the planet so Jesus doesn't have to do it by magic, do you ever think, that the commands are perfect and when people live them, that they'll be able to do all these things that appear magic because it fixes everything? Yeah, it fixes just about everything. Fixes the planet, stops and cures disease, does all kinds of wonderful, beautiful things, right? And so you guys just got to understand that you're broken people. And most of you are very bad. Yeah. You can't say you love children and believe that Jesus is a magic God in the sky that's going to fix the world because you refuse to obey his commands. Right? And you people that want to kill God like Stephen Hawking, right? Jesus never said he was God. He just said obey the perfect commands to honor the gifts of life given to us by God, right? And that's the thing that's real difficult with me, with the assholes around here. They're so fucking smart. X times PY squared, right? And it's math, yeah. I'm sure if I worked at it, I could probably do it and figure it out. But why? I don't sing as good as Luther Vandross. I can try my whole life and I won't be able to sing as good as Luther Vandross or Russell Tompkins Jr. Okay. I'm one of the most amazing athletes in the world, but I'll never be able to throw as far and as well as Tom Brady. Okay. I never would have been. I could have worked and worked and worked at it. Totally different. I was faster than any of his wide receivers, anybody he ever played with in the NFL. Okay. So why would I need to be quarterback? I should be catching the balls from Tom Brady instead of throwing them, right? It doesn't make sense. It wouldn't make sense for me to want to be the best quarterback when I would be the best receiver and running back, right? It doesn't make, why do that? Okay, so why would I compare myself to other people and then be such an egomaniac that I want to be better at everything than everybody else? Okay, I'm good at a lot of things. Okay, a lot of things. Okay, more than I cared to be good at. And as far as being the strongest and the healthiest and the kindest, and since I'm the kindest, which makes me the most courageous man in this generation that I know of, yeah, you know. But there's not a lot that I can do about that. I just look at, when I see these young men on TV doing the hard water commercials, when they accept and live the Lord's Prayer, okay, then they're going to be better people than their ancestors have been for 10,000 years, right? So, but I don't know if they're going to accept that voluntarily, or if they're going to have to accept it because they're going to have to give in to the fact that the technology will most likely kill them if they don't. And that can't be important to me. I can't sit there and say, no, I'm not going to give up until they all submit to faith in the Lord and the faith in God and submit to living and sharing the Lord's Prayer worldwide until end of time. No, I can't care about that. This technology has to be corrected. Okay. Survive, stop, eliminate abuse, and then recover. All right. And so, I can't be concerned with what the people on TV, stop letting debt get in the way. And I'm out of debt. It's like, how you get out of debt? You forgive debt and you live the Lord's Prayer. You know how you give the innocent justice? You live the Lord's Prayer. All right. When you live the Lord's Prayer, it's going to radically change everything. Science, the technology, what we do with the technology. When we understand the Lord's Prayer and the perfection of it, you're not going to see these guys running around in Kevlar with guns and cars. They're addicted, obviously, to what they're doing. Or they would stand up for the Lord's Prayer. And don't believe a faith forsaken one of them if they say Jesus Christ is my Lord and God. Just like those celebrities that are called athletes on TV. Oh, well, first all glory goes to God. All glory goes to God. Live in the Lord's Prayer. You know how irritating it is to sit here and watch TV and hear people talk about Christ Mass, celebrating Christ Mass? When have any of you faith-forsaken little bastards ever celebrated Christ Mass a day in your life? Chestnuts roasting on an open fire. Jack Frost nipping at your nose. My favorite is, let me think. I watched some of Mark and Kelly this morning. My favorite of his is, I love O Tannenbaum. Yeah, he sings it in German. It's gorgeous. Oh, yeah. Oh, Tannenbaum, oh, Tannenbaum. But I also like A Cradle in Bethlehem. You know what else one he does really good? I saw 3 ships come sailing in on Christmas Day and Christmas Day. I saw 3 ships come sailing in on Christmas Day in the morning. And what was in those ships, all 3 on Christmas Day? I love Nat King Cole Christmas carols. Yeah. The one I grew up on was Andy Williams. My parents had Andy Williams, and he was my favorite until Mom introduced me to Johnny Mathis. But we also had Nat King Cole. We didn't have his Christmas album, though, but I had heard his Christmas albums. You heard his Christmas songs on TV all the time, especially the Christmas song. Chestnuts roasting on an open fire. Jack Frost nipping at your nose. First Christmas wasn't anything like that. First Christmas was in the Christ Mass, according to your mythology, was in the Middle East. Yeah, there's no, I'm dreaming of a white Christmas. No, that's German. Okay. That's German Christ Mass. There are people that tried to live it back in the day when we were young. We're not kids anymore. Sometimes you wish you were kids again. No, you don't, because you was raised stupid. Okay, y'all motherfuckers got to stop that shit. Guys, what day is not Christmas? What day is not Christmas? Okay. What day on the calendar is a child not born and can be living the love of the Messiah? And you deny it, okay? So every day is the day to celebrate Christ Mass, but you all just ain't doing it, is you? You're just bad. I don't think Courage the Cowardly Dog's gonna save y'all asses, motherfuckers. Girl, I'm obnoxious. Yeah, you bet your ass. I've been talking to my boy Patrick. Patrick Scott. Yeah, we all know what patience Patrick's dad has. Patrick and Grandpa, like that much patience. Patrick's mom was sexually abused as a child because of crimes of opportunity because we're not living the Lord's Prayer. And so when people don't want to live the Lord's Prayer and want to subjugate 8-year-old little high yellow bitchy girls to sexual abuse because of tribalism, and she wasn't bitchy. No, Steffi is a sweetie. One of my favorite pictures. It had a picture. Kay came in and took a picture of all 3 girls were in the bathtub taking a bath and a shower together, right? And Kay comes in and takes a picture, and Law and Shelly are up posing, right? And Steffi, with her little cute little hazel eyes and that little look on her face, Steffi has the shower curtain wrapped around her, and she's looking and like going, "We naked. Y'all taking pictures and we naked." She showed me that picture. I was like, "Oh, that is so gorgeous." It was one of the cutest pictures ever. They were like 5 or 6. Law was like 7, and the other 2 were like 5. Shelly's a big girl, though. She was bigger. She looked older than Law because she was bigger than Law. But Steffi's over there. It was so cute. It's one of the cutest photos you've ever seen in your life. It's so funny. I was like, oh boy. Okay, well, I love y'all, man. I don't know if we'll talk later tonight. We'll find out. We'll see how long it takes old NASA to get their shit together and load this video up. I love you. All right. Peace.